Ghostbusters, what do you want?
It's finally here. Hey guys, and welcome. It is so good for you to be here. I really appreciate you clicking on this link for my personal review for the incredible movie Ghostbusters Afterlife. Far out in any way, shape or form. I'm not kidding you guys. First of all, I need to tell you this. This is literally one of those movies that you absolutely, it is imperative that you see it as soon as you possibly can. And there's a massive reason why, but you will not get it from here at all ever on my YouTube channel, no way, shape or form. And that is spoilers, because there are some massive spoilers in this movie. And oh my goodness, I can't even begin to express how full on they are. But in saying that, wow. So guys, without further ado guys, I'm going to give you the director, the cast, the rating of the movie, and the genre. And then I'll give you my full thoughts on Ghostbusters Afterlife and what I really think about this movie. Take it away. See you soon. The director of Ghostbusters Afterlife is Jason Reitman. First off, we have Carrie Coon, who plays the character of Kelly. Next up, we have Paul Rudd as Mr. Grubertson. Finn Wolfhard, who plays the character Trevor. McKenna Grace, who plays the character of Phoebe. Logan Kim as Podcast. Rated M for mature audiences. With a duration of 2 hours and 4 minutes long. Ghostbusters Afterlife is an adventure, comedy, fantasy movie. So there you have it guys, that is all the information you guys need. So this movie is just 2 hours of just like really in-depth character building and storytelling. Now I have to say, and this is really unfortunate for me to say, but McKenna Grace, who plays the character of Phoebe, she's got a few lines in this movie, a few joking lines in this movie, and because they were just so bad, they were so bad, there really was, I felt the tangible tension in the audience of, yeah, okay, move the scene on. And that's a really bad thing. That she has that probably about 3 times in this movie, and each time it just like, oh, here we go again sort of thing. That honestly guys is one of the elements of this movie that I felt that really was bad. It really wasn't funny. And like a couple of literally maybe one audience member, like, do you know what I mean? It's like, oh, that's bad. However, this movie isn't jam-packed. It's not jam-packed with just CGI ghosts and, you know, the spooky elements of it. It's not jam-packed like that. In fact, Jason Reitman, who is actually the son of the first director of the first 2 Ghostbusters movies, possibly the first 3. Anyway, he's the son of the director of those movies. So he grew up, and he's actually has a cameo in the second movie, but he grew up seeing these movies played out from scratch. Like, he saw the whole thing. Now, because of the fact that he saw it, some of the cast members have even said that he's cracked the code. He's cracked the code to Ghostbusters. I kid you not in any way, shape or form, guys. There's elements of this movie that I actually feel like it's not CGI. I think that they used practical, and if they didn't use practical, if this was CGI, some of the ghosts and, you know, the scary elements of it were so unbelievably clear. They just were not at all in. I mean, if they were CGI, wow. But I don't think they were. I think they used puppets. I think they went back to the OG stuff and used puppets because that's how amazing it looked. However, The reason why this movie, it's not a slow burn pace, but they really, really, really do want to give us, as audience members, an idea of really the grounded and the character building before they get to the real meat of the movie. And the really, really, really amazing stuff clearly is right at the end of the movie. But and I tell you what, the end of this movie is just tear-jerkingly, brilliantly, spectacularly amazing, and I have absolutely no idea how they did it. Like there's elements at the ending and I'm not going to spoil anything, guys, because I don't do spoilers. But at the end, it is just incredible. Would I personally, as an audience member, go out and watch this movie again? Yeah, I would. And I can't wait till it actually is fully released in cinemas. And unfortunately, I think in Australia, I actually think it isn't actually being released until January, which is so frustrating. But however, guys, I did get advanced screening to this movie. There's elements of this movie where the characters' chemistry flowing along with the next scene is so unbelievably seamless. Like the editing is so on point, to the point where there's some sort of scary elements, but obviously it's nothing scary enough to like really, like haunting to the point where it give you nightmares, but like thrilling elements of this movie. And there's elements that is just so ingrained to do with the first movies, and it is so unbelievably on point. Now, those of you who have seen the trailer for this movie, you'll see the little Michelin puff man. There is incredible laughter in this movie. Now, don't get me wrong, as I said, that one character she was just her silly lines just didn't land, and like Phoebe's lines just didn't land. But in saying that, there are so many really funny moments throughout this movie. I mean, really funny moments. But the CGI, moreover, for this movie is so on point. I mean, on point. I mean, spectacularly on point. Jason Reitman seriously nailed this movie. Now, it is going to be very interesting if they do another movie because of the way that it ended. And if for those of you who don't know, just FYI, before you leave the cinema, just know there is 2 post-credit scenes. So there's one post-credit scene, the lights won't actually come up, and then they'll play a post-credit scene. But then the actual title of the movie scrolls, and then there's another one. And I kid you not, guys, the way that this movie ends is just incredible. But the build up and how they describe the guy who owns the house, far out, it is just incredible. I mean, really, because they really don't focus the point on him. They focus it on the situation, which is so well done, and it is honestly so unbelievably clever. This movie really is one of those movies that you're going to go back and go, I'd rewatch that. Why? Because, and for those of you who have been following me for any period of time, you guys know exactly what I'm about to say here, guys. Does Ghostbusters Afterlife have in its core element the essential thing that film needs to be filmed? Because we need to be able to go back and rewatch stuff like this in its core element, and that's what I like to call my personal opinion, guys. That's right, say it with me in 3, 2, 1. Guys, rewatchability. Ghostbusters Afterlife definitely has rewatchability, especially for a movie with a runtime of 2 hours. But guys, I'm going to leave you with that. I would honestly highly encourage you to go and see Ghostbusters Afterlife, because they really did nail it. It is absolutely incredible, and just especially the ending, what a way to end a film. Just absolutely magnificent masterpiece. Again, full of spoilers, which is ridiculous. But anyhow, guys, I appreciate your time, and don't forget, guys, what is coming up now, guys. Anyone who's been following my channel for any period of time, guys, I like to end my movie reviews with a bit of boom trivia. That's right, guys, trivia right there. So without further ado, guys, you know what time it is. Yeah, that's right. Why do I like doing trivia? Because trivia to me is like icing on the cake. So it's trivia time. So this movie actually is dedicated to Harold Ramos, who plays the character of Egon Spellners, who sadly passed away in 2014. Next piece of trivia is, guys. So Finn Wolfhard actually didn't know that he was auditioning for Ghostbusters Afterlife because it was so kept secret. They didn't want this sort of information to get out. So yeah, he had no idea what he's actually doing the role for. Next piece of trivia is, guys. So the director of this movie, Jason Reitman, actually has a small cameo in Ghostbusters 2 in 1984. And his role in it was actually telling one of the Ghostbusters, my dad says that Ghostbusters aren't real, they're full of crap. Next piece of trivia is, guys. So guys, this is my final piece of trivia, and I'll leave you with this, and I really appreciate you guys sticking around. You guys are amazing. So this movie actually was under the development name of Rust City. You guys are amazing. I really appreciate you being here, guys. If you haven't already, go ahead and smash that subscribe button. Follow me, click the bell for notifications and all that sort of good stuff. You guys are amazing, and guys, as always, don't forget who's bringing this movie review for Ghostbusters Afterlife. Guys, this is Superman Steve, appreciating your time and loving you always. Fly!